everyone, good afternoon. I'm just going to share my live stream. Hi Lisa, welcome hon. Welcome, welcome. I can't hear myself back today in my ears because my earphones are in the bedroom. And I don't think I have any around me to be able to plug into my phone to see what the lag is like. Oh yes, I do. Perfect. Hi Mandy. Good afternoon everyone. I'll just continue to get set up. In fact, no, that won't work because my phone can't take normal headphones because it's an iPhone. Okay, scrap that. Hi, hello, hi Kate. How is everyone doing? So what I'm going to do, I have listed all the products and the book I'm using in the description below if you would like to check it out. I'm also going to pin the main item that I want to focus on today, just so you guys have it at the ready if you want to go check it out. So that should be pinned at the top now, yep. So that is the colour palette that I have linked that we're going to try working with. So what I will do is go ahead and show you this first. So I watched a French chap on YouTube called Burdox, I think is his YouTube name, and he uses lots of different eyeshadow palettes for backgrounds. Now some of you may have used eyeshadows before and found that they're not very pigmented and don't really cover much. So when I saw he was using these and they were really pigmented, I was like, ooh, I need to buy those to play. So I haven't finished swatching them all yet because it was quite a task, but this is the first 30 colours that I have swatched. So I will go ahead and show you what the palette is like. So this is by Beauty Glazed. There are 60 colours in this palette, and you do get like a plastic film to cover the top layer here, but I've taken it off. So we have a green set with some glitters in, and I'm going to fold this all the way around like so. Let's make some room. Then we have the orange, reds and brown set. Like that. Then we have our blues, and there's a couple of skin tones there and a random yellow. There's a couple of random yellows strewn about. And then the last section is our pinks and purples, and then there's some darker skin tones there as well. So there was quite a few palettes to choose from. And I did spend quite a while researching them, and it turns out the one I picked is not one that Burdox used, but it's the same brand, so I figured the eyeshadows would be the same quality. So yeah, these are the eyeshadows, and we will pop those away for 1 minute because I haven't decided on the page I want to do yet. But there are a couple of other things I would like to show you first. Yes, hun, they were £12.98, I believe. I have linked them up below and down below if you want to add them to your wish list. Hi Kim, welcome. So I use hairspray to fix them into place. I have tested it with these ones. So I sprayed this with hairspray the other day and nothing comes off after it's been sprayed. There is a debate of whether you should use hairspray or not, but I did lots of research, and what I found was, unless you're willing to preserve your artwork for galleries or, you know, for years and years and years to come when I'm not even alive anymore, then you should use a fixative. If you're not worried about that, hairspray does the exact same job. And it's a lot cheaper. I can't afford £10 for hairspray. I can buy like 3 books for that, for a fixative. So I bought hairspray. So, the other thing I wanted to show you, I've listed a different set to these below, because I purchased these the other night, like 2 nights ago, and they were £4 something per box of 20. But now they've gone up to £15 per box of 20, which I don't think is the usual price for them, but you know Amazon and their pricing. Yes, I can, Kim. His YouTube name is Burdox. They are, aren't they? So yeah, these should retail, I think, for about £4 something, which is what I got them at. And I bought 2 boxes. Couldn't afford the third, even though I needed a third, because I wanted 1 dauber for each colour. But, you know, the ones I've listed below are a set of 40 for £14, I think, which I think is a good price. So they are those. They're what I use with my eyeshadows. And I will be picking a page from this book, which I have also linked below. This is the Disney Babies. I've already done a few pages in here, but these have nice big spaces, so I can use my eyeshadow and then use my eraser to get rid of where I don't want the eyeshadow. Hi Minnie, welcome, welcome. So just before we pick a page, I want to show you some happy mail I received today. So firstly, I got this gorgeous little cute book from the lovely Lisa in chat. Thank you so much, hun. And she wanted to buy this for me because she would like myself, Kate and Lisa to all do a buddy colour in it. So I can't wait, it's so super cute, and it's not going to take long to do pages in here at all. So I have bookmarked the one I like the most. I love this page. And I think myself and Lisa are going to do this page at some point. So if you'd like the link to this adorable little book as well, please do let me know. And thank you again so much, Lisa, it's adorable. And the other goodie I got today, which I was not expecting at all, hubby even like put on his stern voice, because we were expecting a parcel from Amazon, which was a light bulb for our snake vivarium. And this turned up too in a separate parcel with my name on. He's like, "For God's sake, woman, what have you been ordering now?" I was like, "I've not ordered anything, I promise." And I opened it up, I was like, oh my goodness. It is happy mail from the lovely Christine again. Christine, you are spoiling me. Thank you so much. This book is amazing. It's been on my list for so long, and I keep meaning to buy it, but then something else comes up that I really want as well. But oh my goodness, look how chunky this is. This is one chunk of a book. And it's listed by the Disney film name. So you can just go to the film, find the character, and no more struggling to know who's whose or what colour they're wearing. See, did you even know Dory's parents were called Charlie and Jenny? You probably did, but I didn't. So thank you so much if you are watching, Christine. You are spoiling me rotten. Bless your heart. Okay, so with the announcement out of the way, how is everybody? Have a quick drink there. So I know, isn't it, Kate? My next hardest task now, I'm going to bring you down a bit, or zoom you in a bit. Let's bring you over. There we go. The next hardest part now is deciding a picture out of this adorable book. I did see, the one that Burdock's did was this one. So he used the eyeshadows in the background, and then he used Crayola Super Tips on Piglet, and he also did this page. And it looked stunning. How he got those Crayola Super Tips to blend, I have no idea. The man is a miracle worker. So I did deliberate this one, because there's a really nice big background there, and it would be easy for me to rub out the bits on Todd. And then there was this one as well, so we can do a nice pretty background, rub out the stars and the confetti, and maybe do that glittery. What do we think? Which of these two pages would you rather see me do? It's really strange not hearing myself back to know when I've said something. Oh no, bless you, Minnie. Oh, I love bubble baths. Unfortunately, we don't have one here. Yeah, I'm not too bad today, thank you, Minnie. I was a bit rough over the weekend, and well, pretty much since my IBS attack a week last Wednesday, I was really struggling with the pain. The pain's only just sort of started to subside. I've never had it last that long before. So yeah, I was getting a bit worried that I would have to phone the doctor today, but I'm all good. So yeah. Which page to do? I think I might do this one. Oh, I don't know, they're both so cute. This one would be easier because it's on this side. Okay, let's go for Todd because he's adorable. So the first thing I am going to do is the background. Let's find my swatch sheet. Where did I just put it? And I think I would quite like to do this green. I think that would stand out quite nice against the orange of copper. Maybe we can blend two together. Let's have a look at the actual palette. So with these, we've got a few matte ones, and then a couple of glittery ones, and then there's some shimmery ones too. I don't know whether that would blend with that one, but we can try. So box one, we will pick out That's got the wrong lid on it. Number 2. I'm also going to probably need a wet wipe out here. And number 10, which is this one. So what I have also done, so I know where to put them back, is hole punch a little piece of paper and then stuck it on here. Okay. So I think we'll start off with the lighter one first, which is number 2. Let's bring this in shot. I'm just going to gently rub in a circle to pick some of the pigment up. This could go either way. And we're just going to rub it on. And like I said, don't worry about anywhere where the eyeshadow goes that you may not want it to, because we are going to be erasing that. So I think we'll do it slightly lighter as we go in towards Todd. And as you can see, it's very pigmented. Oh, you know where we are, Kate, if you need to message us, hun. We're only ever a phone call or a message away. See what, spread it out with my finger a bit as well. Isn't it? Very pigmented. So I want to go sort of darker in the corners and then fade out into the centre. That's the idea anyway. Another main reason for wanting to try this technique is I'm just annoyed that chalk pastels don't give me as much pigment as I want. And if I was to buy, you know, highly pigmented soft pastels, they would cost me a fortune. Literally like £5–6 per pastel, per colour. It's crazy money. So I looked for an alternative. So what is everybody working on today? Are you colouring? Or are you doing something else? Hubby went to a meeting at work this morning after his shift, and whilst he was doing that, I played on the Xbox for a little bit. I was playing Far Cry New Dawn, which was fun because I've almost completed that game, like near enough 100% done it. I am a different gamer to my other half. once he's done the story mission, he calls the game done, whereas I like to 100% complete everything, get all the collectibles, and do every single little mission. And then I made us some brunch. And then we watched some programs on TV. And he's gone for a nap. So now I'm colouring with you lot. My friends. Sorry if you hear running taps, the carers are in and they're not particularly quiet today. Oh, bless you. Did you beat the rain, Kate? Okay, so all I'm doing now is just darkening these corners up a bit more so it looks like a fade in effect. I don't know that we'll need to use the darker colour really, will we? I think this is already pretty good. What is that? Is that me making that noise somehow? I think it is. Okay, so you keep sort of blending around with it till you're happy with the outcome. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to use the darker colour because I honestly don't think we need to. Unless I feel like playing around with it later. I'm going to go ahead and grab a wet wipe though. Because obviously if I'm going to be colouring I don't want to get any unwanted eyeshadow anywhere. Oh, wish your sister a happy birthday, Minnie. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is grab my Derwent electric eraser. If you don't have one of these, I would highly recommend them. They are fantastic. And I was also going to look for one of my Arteza precision rubbers. I'm not sure if I've got one in a pot nearby. Do excuse me for 1 second, guys. I'm just going to go and look in my other half's pencil tub to see if he's got one. His art supplies are a lot more organised than mine. But yeah, this is what I was referring to. So to get in these tiny little areas, I figured the precision eraser would probably be better, as you can see. But I'm just going to do the big areas and get rid of this eyeshadow that we don't want there. So battery powered eraser does make this job a lot quicker. I do believe mine is running out of batteries, so I'll have to purchase some more batteries for it. And hopefully you can see how easy this eyeshadow is being erased. Okay, so using the other end of hubby's eraser, I'm just going to brush all those bits off. Like so. There. I wonder what gel pen would look like over the top rather than erasing these out. Yes, that works perfectly. That saves me a lot of erasing. No problem, Kate. Oh, Lisa, yes. Did I say rubber? My battery powered rubber. Right, so before I move on to colouring any of Todd or doing the gel pen background, I'm just going to seal it because I don't want green pastel going all over my hand. So I'm just going to do this away from the camera a minute so I can get an even coverage. And you do want to give it a good generous helping of hairspray. And it smells a lot nicer than fixative. Okay, let's let that dry for a second. that is pretty much sealed now. There is no eyeshadow coming off of that at all. I just need to wait for it to dry for a few seconds. I was quite quick on that one, Minnie. Just have another drink. Let's tidy up the desk a bit while we're waiting. So yeah, the sponge daubers that I got are, I think they're intended for children, but that works well for me because I have very small fingers, so they fit in there nicely. Okay, and I guess we will start some work on the background. Let's just brush. Yep, that is completely sealed. Perfect. I do want to rub this off from the other side as well. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Arteza glitter gel pens. I'm just trying to decide what colours to do. I'm going to do this blue because I've used it already. I need a scrap piece of paper. Oops, I'm going to use this one anyway. See what that other blue looks like. Yeah, I think I'll use those two together. They look pretty. So things are kind of moving forward where I live a bit, because from, I think it's today, the day centre part of the building is now open again, which means I can have visitors come in again. So I'm hoping that on Saturday, Ashley from Ashley's Colouring Creations can come and colour with me like we used to do pretty much every Saturday. We used to meet up here because it's a really big area. And yeah, I'm hoping we can colour together and get some of our whips done, which will be fun. I've just done those in the wrong colour, but it doesn't matter. No, I haven't. What am I talking about? I did them in the right colour. So obviously this background is going to take me a long time to do, and I'm not going to bore you all by doing all of it on screen. but I just want to show you roughly what it will look like with some of it done. Oops, why am I doing every single one? What a muppet. You want to come colour? Fortunately our borders haven't opened yet, Lisa. I would love to have you come colour. Go dark. This one was meant to be light. Dark. Light. So this lighter blue one that I'm using gives off more of a greeny glitter. And the blue one is giving off a purpley violet. I'm not sure if you can pick that up. So that will look super cute when it's all done. Oh, that sounds lovely, Minnie. You should totally do that. I'm going to try not to do these stars all the same colour like I did in the last row. I know that the way I'm doing this, the colours aren't gonna sort of match up with the ones above, but I'm totally okay with that. So I'm just going to do a few rows here and then we will move on to doing Todd. And we'll do this row too. Oh, I did that one next to it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Sorry if I am quiet for a second, guys. These are quite intricate, so I'm just concentrating a little bit more. So even though they're fiddly, I don't think the background will actually take that long to do, but pretty full, so sparkly. What do we think? That's a good idea, Lisa. I don't have Zoom, but I could soon get it. I'll leave those two out so I know to finish my page with them. And I'm going to go ahead and lift you guys up a bit so I don't bash my head into you. Sorry for the movement. Okay, so with some of these Zentangle kind of books, a bit like Millie Marotta, a lot of people are worried that they have to do every single section on the pattern a different colour, or keep it cohesive, and you can completely do that. That's absolutely fine. But what I want to do is just colour the space as a whole. So I'm going to go ahead and find my sharpener. Just give these a little sharpen. These are the Brute Funa squares that I will be using. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'm basically just using up bits and bobs that are on my table. So these are Brute Funa squares. The darkest one is 0.28, then 0.73 and 0.60. I may have to turn my book a little bit so I don't put my hand in that gel pen. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm just going to go over the whole image lightly with our lightest colour. Be interesting to see how these pencils behave on this paper. Okay, on mid-tone. Yes, Minnie. Squeeze the barrel part as you're putting it under the tap. Where's my water brush? Does it with any water brush, I think. Yeah, so here's one. So you unscrew this part, and then there's usually a bit on it where it says push. So if you do this motion, like just keep squeezing it under the water, it should fill up with water. I hope that helps. Oh yeah, something else I wanted to tell you all, and for anyone watching this back later, I now have a Addicted to Colouring Facebook group that I have made. It is open for anyone to join, and it's basically a way for me to keep in contact with you guys, because I can't do updates or anything on my YouTube like other people can until I reach 1,000 subscribers. And it's really annoying not being able to communicate with you guys and let you know when I'm thinking of going live, or, you know, I'm showing what I'm working on in that group and my schedule, etc. So if anyone would like to join my Facebook group, just type in the search bar Addicted to Colouring and it should come up for you. And hopefully some of us can buddy up in there as well, which will be nice. I just received a message. Bless her, that was Miss Betty. Yeah, no problem, Minnie. Let me know if it works or not, hun. So now I'm going to go in with the darkest shade, which is the black. And I don't know whether you guys can see, I'm doing like, yeah, I'm kind of off camera a bit here. Let me push you back. I'm creating a central highlight rather than sort of a side-on highlight and shadow, if that makes sense. So I'm doing it as if the light would be shining straight onto Todd. And then I'm just going to blend that in with the other colours. And these pencils are layering very nicely on this paper. Starting to burnish it a little bit more now. And then we do the same again. Yay, well done. Wicked. And then we will do the same for the top half of the tin that he's got on his head. You can still see the pattern underneath. I just prefer this method a lot more than the Zentangle method of worrying about all the pattern and how to colour it. Okay. Hey Sam, or hi Nessa, how are you? AK Rose is Lisa, Sam. How are you today, Nessa? Okay, I think I can turn it around now. Hopefully these are dry. If not, we just cry when they smear. Oh my gosh, bless you, Lisa. And you're welcome. I'm glad you like them. Do you guys mind if I put the fan on for a little bit? I'm just having a hot moment. Just let me know if it gets annoying, the noise, okay? Ooh, it's having a bit of a hot one. Are you colouring today, Sam? I'll send you those images later, hun. I haven't forgotten. I think we'll make this a real mixed media page and maybe a watercolour Todd. What do we think? Okay, so they haven't dried. They haven't dried yet, but they've not smeared. Let's just wipe that off of my hand. Okay, I will have to turn the book again. Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to do a tutorial on my succulents out of that book at some point. Okay, and then we will blend in with the second darkest. And I think we'll also take a Derwent blender to this just to give it a smoother finish, because it is metal after all. And then our lightest grey. Okay. Hey, Miss Betty. How are you, hon? Okay, let's find the Derwent blender. And there it is. This is from Le Carré Petit Babies. No, Le Petit Carré Babies even. I have linked it below in the description, Sam. If you would like, in fact no I haven't. Okay, I will edit that. Bear with me 1 second. Le Petit Carré Babies. Let me, for some reason I typed in the ISBN number instead of the link. Don't ask, it's one of them days, clearly. Let me get you the link. That's better, thank you Amazon. Okay, so let's come back to the live stream. So that is the link for the colouring book, Sam. So I will have to remember to go in and edit those later. I got the eyeshadow palette right, but for some reason I got the other two wrong. Okay, we're just going to turn you around again. And I'm just going to blend this all together. Make it nice and smooth looking. Make sure it's not making a mark on any of the other pages, but it's not. So you can probably hear I'm really pressing hard and burnishing that Brute Funa pencil in. Okay. And there is our little pot. Just going to go back over. These pencils are amazing. I've just burnished all of that and I can still layer on it. Okay, so there is our Todd. Nope, I don't have a blotter page behind Lisa. I don't need one on here. But I am going to watercolour Copper, I think. Copper? No, Todd. Get the right character, Zoe, it helps. And shall we look at our new book? I mean, I know that he's orange, but it's a good excuse to look at the new book, right? The Fox and the Hound. And there he is. So he's kind of a burnt orange colour with a beigey colour ears, end of his tail and chest. So yeah, we will do some watercolouring, I think. Let's go ahead and grab my trusty Pabio watercolours. And what I will do is probably mix some of this 23 or 24 with some of the number 4 to get the colour that I'm looking for. That's a lot of 4s. I do have some water here, and I need a paintbrush. Where's my trusty filbert? There it is. Welcome back, Kate. I'm just gonna mix some watercolour together for Todd. So maybe I'll do his chest first. Really need a new white. There's nothing left in there. Literally like remnants of what used to be a half pan of white. Okay, and we'll use a bit of this colour here, I think. Just make our beigey colour. Okay, I'm happy with that colour. Let's move that to one side. And I've not used any gesso or anything on here. I'm just going straight on with the paint. May need it a little bit darker than that. We will see. Todd is such a cute character. Just try and mix a bit more of that. Lisa. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, I love that part. When Copper's trying to alert someone that he's found something. Oh.
What do you do that for? It's to let my master know.
Alright, just want to check this again. Just make sure his ears are the same colour. Yes, they are. And I've actually done his paws the wrong colour. Okay then. I'll go over those with a darker brown. No problemo. She gets the book, she looks at it and still picks the wrong colour. Oh my days. My days. Okay, so they're kind of a chocolatey brown. Okay, hopefully that's the right colour. Yeah, that will do. When you're the best of friends, having so much fun together. Oh, that film is my favourite Disney film. Oh, thank you, Kate. I'm just having fun with him. I'm not like really trying to make him anything special. Just don't tell me to sing the song where she dumps Todd in the woods, because I'll burst out crying. Oh, that song gets me every time. I wouldn't say I sing beautifully. I know how to murder a cat, put it that way, and break a few windows. Okay, so that's his socks done. Now we'll make the orangey colour for his fur. So I'm going to mix some of this colour here, whatever it is. Let's get some water in here. I think it's like a burnt sienna or something. It's hard to get these out. It just says number 24. burnt umber. There we go. I knew it was a burnt something or another. And I'm going to mix that with some of this orange over here. And hopefully that will give me the colour I'm looking for. You might need a couple of coats to get the opaqueness that I'm looking for, but let's put a tiny bit more pigment in there. We could, Lisa. Okay, I don't think you saw what I did with the gel pens, hun. I just did a little bit to show what I was thinking of doing for the background. So I'm going to do all of the stars like that, and hopefully it will look okay at the end. Oh, thank you, Sam. This paper can be quite thirsty, but it does hold up quite well. Obviously if I put clear gesso on it, it would hold up even better. But yeah, it's doing okay. Let me get a fine tipped brush. I really need to invest in some new brushes. Oh, no problem, Kate. Don't worry, hun. Lurk away, my love. It's not a long live stream today because I'm just streaming whilst the other half has a nap. But yeah, I thought we'd just come on and have a little natter because I miss you guys. And do some, you know, just a little fun page. Okay, let's see about doing some shading under this tin hat. Under his fur here. Oh yeah, Minnie. I love watercolouring. Maybe it's because you mentioned water brush, Minnie, and I'm like, ooh, watercolours. Okay, let's see what the tips of his ears are. I think they're black, if I remember rightly. very dark brown. So we will go for this one, I think. Maybe add a little warmth to it with, let's pop a bit of that in there. What colour does that make? Not bad. Bit of our orange. Bit of this, bit of that. Just play till you get the colour that you're looking for. We'll give that a second coat in a second. Just wait for that to dry. What colour is his nose? I know we need to do his mouth. Let's give him a pinky tongue. That's a bit too watered down. And then the back bit needs to be darker. Put some of that in with some brown to darken it. That was a bit too much brown. Still too much water on there. Where's my rag? Rag. Can never find it. Ah. Let's dry this brush right off. Neither one of you sees your natural boundaries. Life's one happy game. Lisa's got that song stuck in my head. No, he's cute. He looks different on my screen as to what I see like right in front of me. Okay, and his eyes. It's just showing black eyes, but I'm going to do a brown, what do you call it, around it. Iris, that's the word I'm looking for, I think. Okay, and his nose is a dark brown as well. Okay, I'm just going to go over these ears again now they're dry. Make them a darker colour. And there's our little Todd. I think what I'm going to do before I head off is, with a black jelly roll glaze, I'm just going to go over some of these lines that the watercolour covered up. Just to make them nice and rich again. It might be too thick, but you know, it's all good. We also need to be careful not to go over, so I'm going to have to spin the page, I'm afraid, guys, because I don't want to go over anything and smear the ink. May also do a little bit of shading on him off screen when the black jelly roll glaze has dried. There's our little Todd. I just need to do this ear. Sorry for spinning it, guys. Make you seasick. And I don't want to touch his eyes, like outline his eyes with this pen, because I think it will be too thick. So if I can find my biro, I may go around it with that. I've got one here. Just need to make sure it works. Oh, thank you, Sam. I think he'll look better with a bit of shading on him, but with pencil. But he's not looking too bad at the moment. There we go. I'm try and do his mouth as well. So, I think I will call that a live stream, guys. And when you next see this little fellow, all the background will be done. And he'll be shaded a little bit with pencils too. Kate! Oh my god, yay! I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh, you can send the makeshift phone back now. Send the emergency phone back. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you have your phone back. Eek. Oh, I missed a line here. My bad. There. Oh, thank you, Kate. Let's zoom out a bit so you can see the full thing. But yeah, I will be fiddling with it a little bit more. I will finish off my background and do some shading on him, and yeah, see what it looks like after I've done that, and then who knows how it'll end up in the finished pages at the end of the month. But thank you so much for joining, everyone. And thank you again to the lovely Lisa and to Christine for my beautiful happy mail. You made me one very happy bunny today. I love them both so much, and I can't wait to start in our book, Lisa. So I will see you guys later. I have recorded a haul video, so I'm hoping to get that up over the next couple of days once I've edited it. And again, if you haven't already joined my Addicted to Colouring Facebook group, please do, because then you'll get more notification of when I'm going live, etc. and all that jargon. But until next time, happy colouring!